This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 421. Hottest day of the year. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. This is a podcast about, and a YouTube channel about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. Sounds good to you? Then you're in the right place. We'll get there together. It's a beautiful day at Lake Fayetteville. I'm back at Lake Fayetteville. First time in a while. I had been on the Spring Creek trails for a while. Half of that is still blocked off due to construction. It looks like the construction is coming to a close. It's very strange, and the episode where I gave the YouTube viewers a look at the construction is very popular on YouTube. I believe that was a short video, part of a longer video, but it was always just like a big hole in the ground. They built all kinds of things inside the hole, and then very recently they have covered it over with dirt. So there's just a bunch of dirt on top of the hole. It doesn't look like they're going to build anything on top of that, but I don't know. They do have a small structure. I don't know what it's for. I guess it's access for some kind of maintenance or control of whatever it is that they've got there. Yeah, it's been interesting. Someone has said it's some type of water thing. Somebody asked somebody else about that. So, I don't know. We will see what happens at the weird construction site near actually in my subdivision, really. Right next to the Spring Creek Trail. But today I'm at Lake Fayetteville, and it is June 5th of 2025. So we're getting close to summertime here, and everything's green. There goes somebody going a lot faster than 15 miles an hour. It's very green here, very thick foliage. Feels good to be in the shade right now. It's a hot day today. The forecast said low 80s, I think 81 or 82. But when I left work, the thermometer in my vehicle said 91, which I think makes it the hottest day this year. I mean, I usually know at least what the forecast is, if not the actual temperature. And I don't think it's been that high. And on the way here, It was 87 degrees, so it dropped pretty quickly. Maybe that's something to do with my vehicle sitting in the sun all day. So, hydrated before I came out here. I had a BCAA shake. So, why not? I've got this powder around that I rarely ever use, so might as well use it. It's berry flavored, and then I mix it with that diet cran grape. And so we got a super double berry thing going on. If a grape is in fact a berry. Well, a cranberry is a berry, so there you go. At least double, perhaps triple berry. And I brought along some water for when I get done here. Put some ice cubes in it because I know it's going to warm up in the car. And I put on my sunscreen today. There's a few people out here. It was kind of, traffic was kind of easy coming over here. Definitely rush hour, but not terrible. This area has grown tremendously since I moved here in 2006, almost 20 years ago. And the traffic has grown along with it. But it wasn't too bad. And then I got in here at the parking lot near the Botanical Gardens area. And there was only 2 other vehicles there. So, but I'm sure there are other people parked at different places. But over the weekend, there was a lot of people parked there. It's nice over the weekend too, especially Saturday. And I think that's when we drove by here. But it was much cooler than this. And it's 10 minutes to 5. So definitely rush hour. Guy's probably going about 50. Howdy. Yeah, my watch accurately says I've been walking for about 10 minutes. It always gives me an alert when I get to 10 minutes for some reason. Gonna walk 2 miles today. And I already forgot what the starting steps were before I got out here, but I said it out loud, really softly out loud. So when I produce this episode, I'll be able to figure out how many steps per mile I'm doing, because I'll have to note that when I get to the end of the road, the end of the walk today. It's been a while, probably several weeks, since I've done any kind of exercise. Even going on the Spring Creek Trail, that short side of it. It's been a while. I wanted to get out here. I always want to get some exercise in my life because of all the great things that exercise does. It's a psychological boost. Not just the exercise, but getting out here and this oasis of nature in the middle of our city area here. Woods all around. And certainly would help with my weight management program. I'm still on it. I noticed that I haven't really lost any weight in the last month or so. And maybe having a little more bigger meals at supper time than I probably need. So probably cutting back there would help a little bit. It's a tendency to say, well, I've lost a few pounds, I can eat more, and then the next day I'm back up, So it's kind of mini yo-yo dieting. Short-term yo-yo. But yeah, I haven't lost much, if any at all. I've been as low as, at this point, 214. As low as 214, and today I believe we're at 216.9 or 216.4, something like that. Yesterday was 215. I think the day before was like 222, which is really, I haven't been going outside of the teens recently. But I'm probably down quite a bit since the last time I talked about it on this show. So that's 216 is 67 pounds. And I reached 283 on July 6th. Of 2024. So that's the high I'm going from this time. So it's been almost a year. And my diet has not really changed. It's very simple. For breakfast, I have a protein shake, usually mixed with powder and actually literally shaken. Been using a Optimal Nutrition caramel macchiato flavor, which is good flavor, but it seems kind of weak. I'm just putting a very little amount of, not even a cup of almond milk in there. When I mix it, it seems very weak. I think the first time I got that, it was pretty normal. I've ordered another jar of it, I guess you call it, container, plastic container. 2 pounds, I guess, something like that. And for lunch, I have a protein shake. And I've been using the Optimal Nutrition Gold Standard. And current flavor is, I have seen more motorized vehicles than I have seen bicycles on this trip. And we've gone about 3/4 of a mile. I'm going to turn around in about 5 minutes. There's a bicycle with a baby in tow. Current flavor is coffee, some kind of coffee flavor. And it's pretty good. I usually drink it over ice. It tastes like an iced coffee. So that is breakfast and lunch. Last night, the evening supper meal is just regular meal is what I say, regular meal. And I don't have any real limitations on that. I can just about eat anything I want. What I can't do is what I used to do on my cheat days. And this is what you do if you want to gain a lot of weight. I call it a binge. It started with 2 candy bars, usually Butterfingers, a bag of chips. Not that I'd eat the whole thing, but I would eat this. And this is all really before I get into the main meal. Then it would be something big like my huge loaded baked potato with lots of cheese and butter and sour cream and bacon and pepperoni, olives. It's huge. It's not just like a little baked potato you have as a side with dinner. It's big. And that would be something. It could be pizza. Could be tacos, like big tacos. Not big tacos, but lots of tacos. Lasagna. I'd probably eat enough lasagna for 4 people or something like that. Maybe 5. And then dessert was usually ice cream, and a lot of ice cream. Usually at least 2 bowls of ice cream, big bowls. So anyway, that's where I was a year ago. Again, bicycles having no respect for anything else but themselves. Weaving in and out of people at 50 miles an hour, not very good. Don't do that, folks. Please. Anyway, so what am I doing now that's different from the big binge? And I'm just going to turn around right here. We're at almost a mile. But it's over 20 minutes, so mile equals 20 minutes in my book. Some people just don't want to interact. They don't want to make eye contact. I mean, I'd rather be a little more friendly. This happens at work. It's so weird. You're sitting in a group of 4, not 4, but a whole row of cubicles, and they're short cubicles, so you can see over them. And, somebody comes in, sit next to you, and you say no words at all day long. You may exchange a chat message. You may exchange an email occasionally. Most of our communication is done via chat. Microsoft Teams. Anyway, social interaction is kind of a part of my plan, and it takes some effort on my part to make that happen, but doing the best I can. It's part of the happy part. Okay, 4,500 steps today. Something over 1,000. I think I'm probably maybe 1,700. When I started out here, that's my guess. So, a couple thousand per mile. So about 2,000 steps per mile. Well, maybe 3. Live math here, folks. Live math. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of imaginary scenarios. Sometimes you see something in someone's eyes that makes you think, what they're thinking. Well, I worked up a good sweat in this 87-degree weather. That's for sure. I go home, cool down, and take a shower. Oh, I guess I got a little medical report I can give you. Medical department. As you know, I've had braces since last year. Braces on the bottom half of my teeth. And I've been wearing Invisalign braces, Invisalign trays on the top teeth. Well, I don't have to wear those top ones anymore. But they made me a retainer that I have to wear at night. And I'm scheduled to get my braces removed on August 7th now. Got one more visit before then, and then it's off with the braces. Something I'm looking forward to. See a lot of cut up branches here. Probably from the storms we've had recently. Anyway, I guess my teeth are getting better. It's kind of hard to tell because, I mean, you can move your jaw forward and backward. It's not just set in one place, but howdy. Maybe I'm just invisible. Got a black shirt on and black sweats. So yeah, chips, popcorn. You can eat a granola bar, things that are chewy, sticky, and crunchy. That's what I had to avoid. Oh, crackers. Wow, yeah, crackers. And I've had some of that stuff, you know, during the last year. Just have to be real careful. Maybe eat it on my back teeth where there's no brackets. I've had a lot of rain lately. I hope you like that episode I did from Mount Nebo. There was a really bad storm. I recently released an episode from Mount Magazine where, you know, that had that windstorm as of this date recently for me. Ancient history for you. But there was an even worse storm at Mount Nebo, the worst storm I've ever been in. But I still was able to hit the trails. So, wasn't too bad. I did see another cracked tree along the trail. That's all in the episode, so I need to rehash it here. But I just seeing the same sort of carnage here at Lake Fayetteville. But it's all taken care of now, unless they're going to haul those off at some point. You just let them rot there. Probably the best thing to do. They hauled off the stuff from my cabin. That tree that fell on my cabin, they hauled off that tree away in pieces. But we weren't in the woods. There were woods nearby, but we weren't in them. It was in a nice mowed area around the cabin, so you wouldn't want to leave it there. Here, we're in the woods. And in nature, there's no naturally existing chainsaws. When something falls, it just falls and stays there. Dies and disintegrates and fertilizes the soil for those who are still living. The cycle of life. Cycle of a tree's life. By the way, the whole time it's dying and disintegrating, it's releasing carbon into the atmosphere. All the carbon that it soaked up during its life is released back into the atmosphere. So that's how effective it is to plant a tree for carbon credits. I'm a slow walker, but slow and steady wins a race. It's only important that I keep trudging forward. Hope that water is slightly cool by the time I get back to my vehicle. It's hot. Hottest day of the year. So far. Sure it'll get hotter later in the summer. Starting to see my way out of the woods. I'm grateful there's no mosquitoes here. There were quite a few at Mount Nebo. And I guess that may be the last time I've done any real exercise. It's hiking at Mount Nebo. Mount Nebo State Park, a great place to visit. Some people actually live there. It'll take me a little longer to get back. No, still a beautiful day at Lake Fayetteville. Watch says 85. And 6,300 steps. And it's taken me 45 minutes to do the whole roughly 2 miles, a little less than 2 miles. But it's been good to get some exercise, and it's been great having you along. Remember, if you've got the fever, keep it burning. And if you don't, catch the fever. And I will talk to you or see you next time on Running a Fever.